use foundation in the summer. It just makes it feel really cakey, and I have oily skin, so it doesn't work well with my skin ever. I've tried so many things and I just haven't found one that really works for my skin. But I have found these concealers, and it's Maybelline Master Conceal, and I use the 40 medium for any redness on my face, any blemishes, and then for the T-zone and highlighting and everything, I use the Master Conceal in 30 light medium, and I really love the consistency of this. It's great for oily skin. It's really full coverage. So I just take this and put it anywhere I see breakouts, but I don't like to use too much. Of course I say that and the time comes out. Okay, this is actually more than I usually use because I squirted so much out accidentally. But then I just take this Real Techniques brush. It is the, it's so old the name came off, but buffing brush, whatever you want to call it. And I dab, whatever you want to say, rather than smear it all around because I want it to stay compacted. Does that make sense at all? I don't think so. So now that I have the darker shade all over my face, I'm going to take the lighter shade, the 30 in light medium, and I'm just going to put that on my T-zone for some brightening. And I just use my middle finger, just pat those areas in first. I like to use my finger for the under eyes and on the lids, and then I use the Beauty Blender for the rest of the areas that I put this on. Okay, so now I'm going to put that on the bridge of my nose, just a really light line on my forehead, and then I like to put it on my lids and kind of brighten underneath the brow. And I've learned that less is more, so of course I'm saying that and I'm putting so much makeup on, but this is actually not a lot for me, so. But anyways, I've learned that less is more because I can use product that's already on my skin and just rub that around to other areas that need it rather than packing more on. I just hate feeling cakey throughout the day, so I usually don't wear makeup, but if I do, I just like to really make the most of every single thing that's on my face so I don't have to pack more product on. So I'm just taking my Beauty Blender, I got it from Ulta, and just patting that in. I like to just smooth out these areas and really make sure it's compacted and there's no lines and it's all smoothed out and blended nicely. So now my hair's about to fall out again from the bun. It's so frustrating. Okay, so now I'm gonna put that where there's redness right here, around the lips, and then just right here. And I use my Beauty Blender for this area as well. Okay, so now I am just using this Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Balance foundation stick. It's in the shade Coconut, which is the color 355. And I just like to use this for contouring, and I just do a really light contour if I'm gonna wear makeup during the day. And especially if I know I'm gonna be doing something that night, I'll do the contour with the stick. Otherwise, I'm just going to stick to a powder contour for the day. And then I'm going to use my Schmiss Glam brush. It's the small contour W07, and I'm using that for the nose. And I will go back over this with a bigger buffing brush. So now I'm just going back in with the brush I used for the concealer earlier and just buffing this cream contour into the skin.
Oh, I see hairs popping out of my butt again.
Okay, so now that I have the cream contour, I'm going to set the areas that I highlighted with a NYX HD finishing powder, and this is in the shade Banana. Yeah. And I'm using the back of my Beauty Blender and just tapping it into the product and putting that on those areas that are lighter so it can just bake for a little bit. Okay, my back is killing me. Oh. Anyways, now while that is baking, I'm gonna do my eyes and my brows. So I will brush my brows out, and I'm gonna do my eyeshadow first, and then I will put the brows on. So I'm just using this Maybelline shade, Maybelline, in the shade Linen, and I'm just using this For the overall lid for a brighter look, I just like a really bright eye always. I actually like never wear eyeshadow other than white or sparkly or anything like that, but I really never do a smoky eye. But for this look, because it is an easy summer look, like for just going out or going to lunch or anything, I am just going to put some color on the bottom lid, which I don't usually do, but I really like the look of it. And for some reason, it's like a bold move for me to put some color on my lid. So that's why I thought I would add it today, because it's just for like whenever you're going out.
Whenever you're popping out on the town.
Okay, so now I am just going in with my NYX Euphoria, which I've had forever and I love it, and I just put that all over the lid. I love it. It just looks healthy and glowy, which is my goal always. Hold on. So now I am going to curl my lashes. Should probably have a mirror for this. So since I'm just doing color on the bottom lid, I'm not really going to do anything to the top except for taking what I use for my brows with a brown eyeshadow. It's not even a wing, it's just going to make the lashes look a little bit more smoked out and feathered. So I'm just going to quick do that. So now that I have done that, I am just going to apply some mascara and then I'm going to put my lashes on. So I am just using Boombastic Lash Voluminizer Mascara. But yeah, it's just a sample that I got from Ipsy. It's amazing though. Okay, so now that I have the mascara on, I'm just going to plop the lashes on. And I'm just using Demi Wispies by Ardell, and they're my favorite. I just use a little dab of glue. Sorry, this looks like so unprofessional. I really need new glue. But I have worn these lashes before and I just washed them, so they're already fitted to my lid. Always make sure to fit your lashes to your lid. I always cut mine a little bit. Oh my goodness, really? Okay, so now I'm just gonna let this dry. And then I'm just going to place that on my lash. Okay, so now I'm just going to place that other lash on my lid. Okay, so now while I let that dry, I'm going to finally put my brows on. And I'm just using this old e.l.f. powder, which I've used in a lot of my videos. And then this Inspire angled brush, which is very small. And I just like to put these two together and use it for my brows. It's just what works best for me. I don't really like a brow pencil. It is like, I don't have a steady hand, so it's hard to get that perfect angle. So I just like using a brush a lot better, and I just kind of draw out the angle I want. Honestly, brows aren't that important to me, so I just kind of put it on. It's okay if it's not perfect. I don't like my brows to stand out that much just because I feel like when I have thick brows, I look like more of a man than I already do, so. And then I just like to use any product left on the brush and just brush them outwards to kind of create a lighter look at the beginning of the brow. Bring that product down like that. There, brows done. Good enough. These brows are so uneven. I don't think I've ever done a worse job. Oh my goodness. So, I know my brows look terrible, but I am just going to use my powder and go on the arch of the brow for a little bit more of a highlight. And then I'm going to go back to my face after the NYX powder has been baking. And now I can just put my powder on and my bronzer, my blush. So I'm just putting this everywhere, especially where I'm breaking out. It covers it so well though. Oh, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder, so it helps with oiliness, which I have the worst skin when it comes to oily skin. Like, it's bad. So now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and I just use the Fit Me powder in the shade Coconut 355, just like my foundation stick. And I just go over my cream contour with this. This is just an old e.l.f. brush. After my contouring is done, I'm just gonna go on with my blush. This is Hikari in the shade Tango, and I just use a big fluffy brush and just put that on my cheeks. Okay, so now I'm just going to highlight, and I'm using my new favorite highlighter, and it is Bellissima. Okay, so now I've just highlighted my nose and my Cupid's bow, and now I'm going to go in to the under eyes, and I'm just using the Nudes by Maybelline and then just this small buffing brush. I am just going in with this color over here, just putting that underneath. Okay, and then I just go on the other eye, same thing. I like to bring it into almost the very inner corner of your lid, and then I like to swoop it out just a little. Okay, now I'm going to add a gold shimmery color. It's almost right in the middle. It doesn't have any names for the colors, so I'm just kind of showing you guys, but any color will do, honestly. It doesn't really matter. But I just wanted a little bit of a bronzed, glowy look. And I'm going to do that on the other eye. Obviously, you guys get the point now. Okay, so now I am just going to take a highlighter. This is by e.l.f. and I'm using this color right here. I know it's really old, but I'm just going to place that in my inner corner just for a little glow. And then just taking that brush again and kind of going over that so there's no harsh lines. And now I'm going to do my lips and then just finish off with some mascara. So this is just Dolce de Leche. This is by CoverGirl in the shade 225, and it's just a nude. And it's definitely too nude, so I'm going to go over it with a gloss and also just dab some off. Yeah, too nude. Oh, I forgot to line my lips. I'm so mad. Okay, hold on. Just dab some of that off, and then I am using the Sephora lip liner in the shade nude beige, obviously. And I forgot to line my lips, so I'm just gonna do it right now. Cheat the system. You literally can't even tell, but I just lined my lips. So now I'm just gonna go in with this lip gloss. This is Pump It Up by NYX, and I think that's basically it. It's just a see-through gloss. It is supposed to act as a lip plumper, but it doesn't. I don't really have any set routine for my lips. I just kind of do whatever until I get the color I want. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of that nude. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish with mascara and we will be done. Actually, really quick, I am just going to highlight my Cupid's bow again, which I should have just waited until I was done with the lips, but I just love a strong glow. Now I will add some mascara to the bottom, just a little. Okay, and then I will just add a little to the very ends of my lashes. Okay, you guys, so that is the finished look. Actually, okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching and staying until the very end. I appreciate it so much. And I'm sorry I've been slacking on YouTube, but I'm definitely going to pick it up now and just make videos regularly. So I hope you guys just stay with me and continue to watch them. And again, I appreciate it so much. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.